Hello viewers, welcome to K Diagnostics. Dio here. Today we have a 2006 Ford F350 with a 6.0 liter engine. In this video I'm going to show you how to remove and replace the window track. The complaint on this vehicle is the window goes down, but once the window is rolled all the way down, it doesn't come back up. When I first looked at it, I thought the window regulator was defective. After taking a closer look, I realized that the problem wasn't the regulator, the problem is the track of the window. So there is a metal piece behind the door panel that's broken. So when the window goes all the way down, it gets off the rail and then it sticks. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to remove and replace the window track. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the door panel. I'm working outside and I apologize for the noise because it's windy. I hope you can hear me okay. I don't want to do it inside because we just painted a bus. I don't know if you can see that bus over there. We just painted it and it smells like paint in the shop. So that's why I'm doing this outside. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to remove this cover over here. I'm just gonna pry this. This cover just pops off. And then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this master switch, this window master switch. So we're gonna carefully pry it up. You gotta be gentle because you don't want to damage the panel. Okay, and then we're gonna disconnect these electrical connectors. Now there is a bolt over here that we have to undo. There is one bolt over here and then there's another one down over here. Okay, I hope you can see that. I'm gonna undo this bolt and then this one. So I'm gonna disconnect these electrical connectors so we can remove the switch completely. So there's a tab over here that I'm pressing to disconnect these connectors. So I press the tab and then I pull the connector up. So here comes our master switch. So now I'm gonna undo this screw over here. And then I'm gonna undo the second one down here. So I removed both screws. So now I'm gonna remove all the stuff that we have here on the door panel before we remove it. Alright, so now we're gonna lift the door panel up, just like that. Okay, so here comes the door panel. I'm gonna get it out of the way. So we're gonna remove this insulator over here. We're just gonna push it to the side. Actually, we're gonna remove it completely. All right. So now I'm gonna undo the speaker. I'm gonna disconnect the speaker just like that. So now the next step is gonna be lowering the window down a little bit so that we can get access to the bolts that connect the window to the window regulator. We're gonna do that by reconnecting two electrical connectors on the master switch so we can lower the window. I'm gonna turn the key on. I'm gonna roll the window down. So just like that. Now I can see the nut over here that we have to undo so that we can remove the window. So I'm going to disconnect my master switch. We're going to undo this nut over here first. Okay, this nut holds the window on the regulator. I'm going to undo this nut, and then there is another one over here through this hole. You see this? So I'm going to undo this nut over here. Okay, once I undo these two nuts, the window will be disconnected from the regulator. So there's one nut here and then another one there. After that, I'm going to lift the window up all the way so that I can use dark tips to hold the window against the door. And after that, we're going to undo this nut over here, and then this one, and then these 4 bolts over here for the window motor. Okay, and after that we're gonna remove the regulator, then we're gonna remove the track. Now I'm gonna show you the track that's broken. So this over here is broke. You see this? Okay, this track is broken. So basically what's happening is when the window goes all the way, it gets off this track and then it sticks on the bottom. Okay, I will show you these tracks a lot better when I remove them. Okay, so now let's disconnect the window from the regulator. So here comes our first nut that holds the window to the regulator. So now we're going to remove this one here. So this one we don't have to remove completely. We can just slide that back. So actually we have to remove it completely. Okay. So now we should be able to lift the window. Now I'm gonna disconnect the window from the regulator. So I'm now holding the window with this duct tape. So now I'm gonna undo these 2 bolts over here so that we can remove the window regulator. Before we remove the window regulator, we're gonna disconnect the motor first, the window motor. So here is the connector. We're gonna disconnect that. Now we're gonna undo these 4 bolts over here and then these 2 nuts over here. Now these bolts, we're not gonna undo them completely. We're just gonna crack them loose so that the motor can slide up a little bit and the bolts will go through these holes. And then slide this arm back and in like that. We're gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna hold the regulator back here. So I'm gonna lift the motor up and out. So these bolts are staying in. I'm gonna lift the motor and then pull it up and in. Okay. So now the entire window regulator assembly should come out. So here it is. Okay. So everything looks good. Now we're gonna get this out of the way. Now the next thing is gonna be removing. I'm gonna show you this broken frame, truck. Actually, we have to remove the window first. We have to get the window out so we can replace the truck. We're gonna remove this seal over here. Alright, so I lowered the window all the way down. So we got the window all the way down here. So now what we need to do is we have to remove this track, okay? This window track is broken. So I'm going to undo this bolt over here. This bolt holds the track in place. The bracket for the truck just fell down. You see this? This is actually part of the truck. And then I'm gonna remove this one. This one is not gonna fall because it's still attached to the truck. Okay, this is part of this one over here. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna have to remove the mirror to get this out. So we have to undo these two nuts over here. Now, before we remove the mirror, let's undo this one first. So that side view mirror has to come out. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. All right, so here is the truck. You see that right there? And then on this side, I don't know if I can show you, this truck here is broken. Okay? So now I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna sit you over here so I can remove the window truck. Okay, the truck comes together with the seal, okay, around the whole door. So here comes the rear view mirror. I had to disconnect this electrical connector to get the whole mirror out. Alright, so now we should be able to remove this frame. So this truck should now be able to come out. So here comes the truck. As you can see, it broke. Okay, so I'm going to show you the whole thing over here. We got the window truck removed, and here is the old one. So this is the back piece. Okay, so this piece over here clips on the door, and then there's actually a bolt that holds it against the door over here. So this piece in the back was good, but the problem was over here. Okay, I'll show you. So this piece over here is supposed to go down here on the truck. So this piece broke, and then when the window got all the way down, it would get off truck and then stick. Okay, so this is the problem. Now we got a new truck from the Ford dealership. Here is the part number. So let's get our new truck out of the box. So here is our brand new window truck. Okay, so this is what we're gonna install. As you can see, it looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna get this installed now. So now we're gonna install our window track. So I'm just making sure that everything lines up here. Alright, so I got the window truck installed. So now I'm gonna get the window lined up into the truck. So I'm gonna install the bolt for the window truck. I'm gonna lower the window just to make sure that our window is on its track. So that's good. Now we're gonna go up. All right, so that's good. Window is sitting on its truck, so we're good. So now I'm gonna reinstall the rear view mirror. Alright, so at this point everything I'm doing is the reverse process of the removal process. We got the window on the truck, we have installed the new trucks, so now I'm gonna install the window regulator. So here comes our window regulator. Alright, we have bolted the window regulator on the door. So now we're gonna lower the window so we can connect it to the regulator. So I am making sure that all the studs on the window line up with the holes in the regulator. All right, so we're good. Everything is lined up. I'm gonna put the nuts back on. Now I'm gonna install this seal over here. So we're gonna tighten this nut. That's good. Now we're gonna tighten this one over here. All right. So now we're gonna verify our repair. I'm gonna reconnect the master switch to the wiring so we can roll the window up and down. If everything works fine, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the door panel. So I'm gonna turn the key on. So now let's roll the window all the way up. Good. So we're gonna roll the window all the way down. All right, so the window works. It's no longer sticks to the bottom, so we're good to go. So now we're gonna install the door panel. We're gonna reinstall the speaker. All right, the door panel is installed. So now I'm gonna install the board that goes up here and down over here. All right, so we got these two screws tightened. So now we're gonna install our master switch. Now we're gonna install this cover here. All right, so as you can see, our window goes up and down nicely and smoothly. Before, it was not going up and down, okay? I know I didn't show you that, but you can just take my word for it. This truck over here, as you can see, this was broke, okay? And when the window got off track, it was really hard to get it to go up. So I just got it to go up once, and I didn't want to risk getting it down again and fighting it to get it back up again. Okay, so this over here was the problem. We replaced the window track and now all is well. So I'm gonna leave this right over here. This is how you remove and replace the window tracks on this 2006 Ford F350 with a 6.0 liter engine. And this is also how you remove a window regulator on this truck. So I hope you like the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like the video, give it a thumb down. But if you do, you gotta tell me why so we can make better videos in the future. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Thanks for watching. See you next time.